My dear students, welcome to English class. In today's class, we are going to study a poem titled The Blind Boy, written by Coley Cibber, is the poet. This poem, as the title itself explains, tells us about the mindset of a blind boy, what he thinks about himself and others. What is his mentality is known to us through this poem. So let me go through this and explain you. You have to follow it up and understand properly because it is for memorization. So see here the poet has written it, but the blind boy is the speaker. He is talking to us. Before that, a few words have been written on the board. That is CALL apostrophe D, that is called, one letter is missing here. The significance of using apostrophe, as I told you in one of my classes, is to indicate that one of the letters have been removed. So called is called, NE apostrophe ER is never, and apostrophe T, see apostrophe can come before the word also, apostrophe T WERE, it means it were. So make a note of this. So blind boy is speaking to us. It is about his feelings, nothing else. He says, "Oh say, what is that thing called light, which I must never enjoy? What are the blessings of the sight? Oh tell your poor blind boy." He says, "Oh say, oh dear friends, tell me, what is that thing called light?" The first line itself tells us that blind boy does not know what is meant by light. He is not having the knowledge about light, nor we can explain him what is light. Even if we try to explain him saying that it is something bright, like sunlight, like a white color, he may not understand because he doesn't know what is the meaning of colors. So he says, what is that thing called light? You always speak about light, bright light and all that. What is that? Which I must never enjoy, which I never enjoy, which I never see, which I do not know, he says. What are the blessings of the sight? Oh, tell your poor blind boy. What are the things you see? Tell me. I do not have the knowledge of what is called light. I only know what is meant by darkness, that's all. All my life I have seen only one thing, that is darkness. I am from the dark world, he says. Second stanza. You talk of wondrous things you see. You say the sun shines bright. I feel him warm, but how can he or make it day or night? Blind boy says, you talk of wondrous things you see. He tells his friends, dear friends, you talk about, you discuss about wonderful things. Wondrous things means wonderful things you see about your excursion, about all the movies, paintings, cartoons, and all the sceneries, sunset, sunrise, everything. You wonderful things you discuss about. You say the sun shines bright. Sometimes you say that I saw sunset today, I saw sunrise today, bright, the sun was bright. You say the sun shines bright. I feel him warm. You can see the sun, you can see the brightness of the sun. What I do then? I can only feel him warm. Him refers to the sun. The blind boy, I can feel him warm. I can only feel the warmth of the sun when I am exposed to the sunlight. I cannot see the sunlight. But how can he or make it day or night? He says, how can he refers to sun again. He asks how this sunrise and sunset takes place. Where does the sun go? How he appears in the morning and how he disappears in the evening. He is curious to know about it because his friends always talk about sunrise, sunset, sunset at the beach and all that. So he is curious to know what the movements of the sun, which he does not know because he is not able to see. That's why he says, but how can he come in the morning and how can he disappear in the evening? How does it happen? Where does he go? All these questions come in the mind of the blind boy. Or make it day or night. How day and night takes place? For blind boy, day and night does not make any difference. He does not know. My day or night myself I make. He says, my day or night. You may ask how a blind person comes to know whether it is daytime or night time. For that, blind boy says, my day or night, my arrangement of day or night, myself I make. I myself understand how. Whenever I sleep or play, and I could ever keep awake, with me it were always day. He says, whenever I sleep or play, whenever he sleeps, whenever he feels exhausted, tired, he says that it is night for me. We also usually get tired and exhausted by evening and we go asleep at night. Similarly, blind boy says, after playing, reading and doing all the small works, I get tired and then I think that when I feel sleepy, I think that it is night. Then when is his day? He says, whenever I sleep or play, and could I ever keep awake, with me it were always day. Whenever I keep awake, when I am active, full of energy, vibrant, then it is day. So when I am doing something with a lot of interest and fresh mind, it is day. When I am fatigued, when I feel sleepy, exhausted, then it is night. So blind boy has his own arrangement to know which is day and which is night. Next stanza, fourth stanza says, he says, with heavy sighs, I often hear you mourn my hapless woo, but sure with patience I can bear a loss I never can know. He says, with heavy sighs, I often hear, sometimes he is talking to his friends, sometimes my dear friends, with heavy sigh refers to taking a deep breath. Here with heavy sigh refers to, it is something, a sound indicating sadness. Sometimes his own friends talk, sadly about him, showing sympathy and pity about his condition. With heavy sighs, I often hear, blind boy says, I often hear what? You mourn my hapless woo. You, my dear friends, mourn. Mourn is to feel sad, show sorrow. Sorrow about what? Sorrow about his blindness. You mourn my hapless woo. Hapless woo refers to bad luck. They always feel sorry for this boy for not having sight. Right? So he says, you always talk about me, show me sympathy. You always talk about my blindness, feel sorry about it. But sure with patience I can bear a loss I never can know. He says, but sure with the patience, he says that I have a lot of patience and I can bear this disability. See, in order to bear difficulties of life, we should have patience. Muscular strength may not come to your rescue every time. Patience is the greatest strength of a human being. We should never forget. With the patience, you can accomplish anything. Sometimes where muscular strength does not come to your rescue, patience comes to your rescue. Blind boy says, though I have this disability of not having eyesight, I have got a lot of patience. And since my birth, I am bearing this, I am tolerating this. But sure with the patience, definitely with the patience, I can bear, I can tolerate, I can put up with, I can bear a loss A loss. What kind of loss is he speaking about? Loss refers to loss of eyesight. Never a loss I never can know. He is not feeling sorry for his blindness. He is not repenting for it. Nor is he sitting in a corner and shedding tears. Nor is he feeling depressed about it. He believes that, why should I cry? When I know that I am not going to get my eyesight back, why should I cry? I have to carry it with me throughout my life. It is irreparable. I cannot overcome it. But that is not about life. That's not all. There are millions of things which I can enjoy. Blindness is the only weakness I have. I can tolerate it, I can bear it. He is assuring his friends. He is telling his friends that though you are showing me sympathy and kindness, I am not depressed. I am as happy as you are. I am enjoying life as you are enjoying your life. Do not worry about me. I have learned to lead my life with this disability. He says, a loss I never can know. It is a loss. It is a permanent loss. I know that it is a loss. But I can never repair it. I can never overcome it. Then why should I think about it? Why should I waste my precious time which I can use it for enjoyment? Says the blind boy. Next he says, then let me not what I cannot have, my cheer of mind destroy. Whilst thus I sing, I am a king, although a poor blind boy. He says, in the last stanza he says, then let me not what I cannot have. Says the same thing. Then let me not what I cannot have. What he cannot have? I said, let me not think about it. When I cannot have it, let me not think about it. My cheer of mind destroy. Let this blindness does not destroy my cheer of mind. Cheer of mind means happiness. Happiness. He says that your sadness, your sorrow, unnecessary thinking, overthinking destroys your sadness. One moment of sadness will destroy your whole day, and we call it mood off. Today, mood off. But blind boy says that my mood never remains off. I am always cheerful. Let this blindness not destroy my cheerfulness. I am not ready to destroy my cheerfulness just because of this blindness. It is nothing, he says. It is nothing. I have ignored it. I have set it aside. My cheer of mind destroy. Whilst thus I sing, I am a king. So he says, while he is happy, when he enjoys other things, when he listens to music, when he asks others to read storybooks for him, during which he enjoys the life, he says, whilst thus I sing, I am a king. When he is a king, when he sings songs, when he feels happy about himself, when he is cheerful, he feels like a king. So king is, is very proud of himself. He is very brave. King is always brave. King is having a lot of patience. He has his own grandeur and look. And brave boy, this blind boy, feels like a brave boy, brave king when he is very happy. He says that I can maintain my happiness. I am the greatest manager of our life. Who is the greatest manager of our life? We are the managers of our life. Others cannot manage our life. Others cannot tell us do this, do that every second, every moment. This one. So the main engineering takes place here. This is the engineering college. The main thinking process. This is the laboratory, this is the engineering college, this is the university, everything. Mind is important, my dear students. We think what we become. We become what we think. Positive thinking, wonderful life. Negative thinking, blah blah blah, nothing. So he says, whilst I sing, I am a king. He feels like a king, although a poor blind boy. Although refers to, in reality, a poor blind boy. Poor refers to having no money? No. Poor here refers to, others call him poor blind boy because, out of sympathy, kindness they say. Although a poor blind boy. So blind boy says in the last stanza, he has many reasons to enjoy life. He always says that, do not aspire for more. Your expectations always kill your, happiness. We expect too much sometimes, and when that expectation, does not happen, or we are not able to fulfill, we get depressed. So that is the main point of sorrow. He says that, let us learn to be happy with what we have. Let us stitch our coat or cloth according to our size. Let us spread our legs according to the size of the blanket or carpet. So that is the meaning. Let us be satisfied with what we have. If we have this, yes, God, this is God's gift, let us be happy. Do not compare yourself with others. If the blind boy compares himself with others, yes, he will become mentally retarded. He will definitely think about his blindness 24 hours, 24/7. But this boy says, even a single minute I am not bothered about my blindness. I never think that I am blind. Just take it from me. I don't think that I am blind. I think that I am a normal person. And my intention is to enjoy every moment of life that I am doing. He says, so we can say that this boy is very optimistic about his life. He thinks that life is full of good moments. He is a positive thinker. He wants to enjoy life and achieve something. Even blinds can achieve many things. Even the deaf can achieve. Even those who are not having hands can draw well, can write exams, competitive exams, and get through. See, God has not given them some abilities, but their minds are strong enough to overcome that disability. So that is what blind boy says. He says that never repent on what you do not have. If you do not have, why to worry? If you have something, be happy with it. So do not repent, do not feel sorry for what you do not have. We cannot have A to Z in our life. Limited resources, if you are having it, think that it is God's blessing, it is luck, it is fortune, and try to use it and try to be happy with it. The more you aspire for things which others are having, that will lead to misery, problems. He is having this, he is not having this, he is capable of this, I am not capable of this. See, entire life we commit suicide every day, we kill our mind every day in the name of comparison. So never compare, because as an individual you are a single piece. There is not even a single person like you. You are unique, you are different, you are special, you are one piece, you are one brand. Nobody can compete with you, nobody can be better than you. You are what you are. We can make a statue or idol which looks just like you, but it cannot be you. It is just a replica, copy of yours. So let me go through the poem once again. In the first stanza, blind boy says he is not having the knowledge of light. So he asks his friends, what is meant by light? Tell me what is meant by light. Secondly, in the second stanza he says, what are the wondrous things you see? You explain me those wonderful things. You always says that sun shines bright. What is that? I do not know what is meant by sunrise and sunset. I'm surprised to know that sun appears in the morning and disappears in the evening. It's a magic. I want to, see for us, sunrise and sunset may be common. We know it, we have been seeing it throughout. But for a blind boy, when somebody says that sun appears and disappears, it is a kind of magic. He is interested to know about it. And he says, he is very interested to know how sun makes, how sun comes and goes. He wants to know about it. But then he says, in the third stanza, he says, my day or night, myself I make. All of us have sun as indication of time, right? Sun is the indication. But for a blind boy, he says, for me, my day or night, myself I make. I do not have any sunrise or sunset. When is his night then? When he feels sleepy, tired, exhausted, it is night for him. He sleeps. Whenever he keeps awake, when he is fresh and energetic, that is day for him. Then he tells his friends, dear friends, you often mourn on my bad luck. You often feel sad on my bad luck. But I don't care for my blindness. I can bear it with patience, he says. A loss I never can know. It is a loss, permanent loss. I am not going to think about it. I am going to bear it with patience. Then let not what I cannot have my cheer of mind destroy. Then why should I worry about it? If I worry it more, it will destroy the cheer of my mind, happiness of my mind. It will destroy. My mind will become a dustbin. It becomes a garbage bin. All the unwanted thoughts will crop up in my mind. My mind should be like a garden, a colorful garden. It should not become a municipality dustbin. So I want to remove all the negative thoughts and fill my mind only with positive thoughts, he says. Then let me not, what I cannot have, my cheer of mind destroy. I do not want to feel sad about it. Whilst thus I sing, I am a king. When I am happy, when I sing, when do we sing usually? When we do we sing when we are sad? If teacher beats us or scolds us, if parents scold us, do we sing a song? No, song never comes there. But when we are extremely happy, joyous, then we sing. We hum some songs, right? Humming. We do that. When he feels happy, he feels like a king. He feels that he is the king. Although a poor blind boy. Although in reality people call me poor blind boy. Sympathetically they call him poor blind boy. So in this poem, boy is full of interest. He is not a negative thinker. He says that never feel sorry for what you have and do not expect too much in life. And if you do not have anything, don't feel sorry for it and feel happy that you have got something. Something is better than nothing. So you are aware of this. Something is better than nothing. So never brood over, never overthink about what you do not have. So live according to your limitations. If you have 100 rupees, so just see how you can manage with that 100 rupees. Do not think that I should have had 200 rupees, 2000 rupees. Do not think about it. Your focus should be on how to spend that 100 rupees properly. Whether to save something and spend something like that. You have to manage with it. So that's all about the poem. Hope you have understood this explanation. If not, you can go through this video once again, go through this poem and learn it by heart. So this has a few question and answers, and summary is also there, which will be sent to you via WhatsApp. So dear students, I have completed this poem. Next class will be on grammar. I am going to introduce that grammar topic in my next class. So thank you very much. Keep yourself up to date with regard to watching video of all the subjects, and writing notes of all the subjects. You are SSLC students. Do not think that school is not going to open this year. One fine morning they are going to open the school when everything gets back to normal, and you will definitely have public examination. Never come under the impression that 9th standard we were promoted automatically. It's going to happen in 10th standard. Sorry, it is your daydream. So you will have public examination sooner or later. So prepare yourself well, be a regular reader. Do not think that just because you are not coming to school, you can disconnect yourself from studies. No, always stay connected. Otherwise you will find it very difficult when the school begins, when the exams are introduced. You will go just panic and you will go nervous if you do not study properly. So manage your time. I am not saying that throughout the day you should read. You can distribute your time, divide your time for different tasks, but be punctual in whatever you do. Be punctual. With these tips of advice, I wind up my today's class. Thank you very much. Hope you are doing very well there.